this day where we will be conducting the Bootstrap. So let us wait for some time so that some other people will join. But in the meantime, let me have the setup ready. Okay. So okay. So the output will be like that. Fine. Okay. So here, one second. Okay, let me have a reference of the Bootstrap official webpage also. We have so this is the official page, and I always say you need to take the reference of the official page from where you will get the entire thing. Okay. So let us start with today's session, and today's we will continue from where we have left. So, one second. Okay. So this is the official page of Bootstrap, and we are checking. Oh, one second. Mhm. Okay, so now let us see how. So, okay, we have left at the where we have left, we have left where how we can create a column inside a column. So for this, the rule is we need to create a row first, and after that we need to create a column. So let us summarize the rules. The rules are: after div, sorry, after body there has to be a div with the class container. After container, there has to be div with the class row, and after that you can create columns. So a column will always be inside a row, and if we want to create a column inside a column inside a column, so for this thing, the rule is you need to create a row first, and after that you can create a column or an image. You can, that's up to your choice. So here, now here what we have seen here, that how we can create a column inside a column. So if you see here, we have created a row first, and in this row, one second. So we have created the row first. Where is it? Okay, so we have created the row first, and in this row we have created columns. So these are the three columns what we have created. This is the parent row, and this is again the column. So column inside the column. So we have created row, and after row we have created a column. So that is how, that is the flow. Now, after this thing, let us try to see. Let us try to do. One second. So let us try to do, or let us try to create a columns of equal width. So if you see here, we have created a columns, but if you want to create a column of equal width, how we will be able to create it? So let us check out that. So for this thing, what we will doing? So let me have a call. Okay, so so how we can do it? So I can do this. I can create a columns of equal width. Okay, while giving the call 6 or call 4 also. So you can see the columns of equal width got created. Now, if we, one second. So here, let me maximize it. So if you want to see, see, these three columns are of equal width because I have given call 4, 4, and 4. So see, these three are of equal. Now, if we want to have, now, if we want to have this thing automatically, so how we will be doing it? If I give, here only call, now also a column of equal width will get created. So you can see here, or let me do one thing. Okay, so now see, three columns of equal width. So that is how this thing will work. Now, after this thing, let us see. Oh, okay. So let us have some shortcuts also. So if we want, so we have a shortcut also. So how we will be doing this? So what I do here, if I give call dash fix, and for the rest two, I have not given anything. Okay. See, call dash 6. So 6 plus 4 plus 4. So there will be a total of 12. So I can say 6, 3, and 3. So that is how the rest two columns will, the space will gets distributed between the rest two columns equally. So that is how this thing will work here. Now after this thing, let me have okay, so there is a third shortcut also. where we want to have this thing. So here in the shortcut number 3, where size of the columns depend upon the size of the content inside it. Okay, so how we will be allotting the space? So for this thing, let us check it out how we will doing. So I can use here call dash auto. Now see, we have the content as 4. Now the space allotted will be only based upon the based upon the content inside it. So that is how this thing will work. So that is how you can distribute, or I can say you can allot the space. You can allot the space depending upon the content inside the row. Now let us see the next thing here. Okay, so now let us apply a new class on the row and see how it works. So what I do here, I have a class which is called as row dash call dash 2. Row dash calls dash 2. Now see how it works. So if you see here, what has happened? And now let me switch this to Chrome. See what is happening here. So now there will be only 2 columns in a line. So that is the rule where you want. So if I change this to here, now the rule will be there will be only 2 columns in a line. So irrespective of the size of the screen, you can see that, see, there will always be 2 columns. So that is how this thing will work. No, after this thing, why this is happening? Because that is all happening because of the flex box property. So as I've told you earlier in the first class, that Bootstrap uses some properties of HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. So this is one of them where it is happening. It is taking the uses of Flexbox. Now, after this thing, if we want to see the space allotted, so let us see how. Now, if the space allotted depend upon the content inside it, so call auto will fix it. So let us apply here. So if I use this call dash auto, now see what is happening here. So now there will be the space will allotted based upon the size of the content inside the container. So that is how it is. Now let me do one thing. Let me create another div dot call and 444, and again the content will have 4 here. bg dash secondary, and see how it works. So we have created another column. Now there are 4 columns. Okay, so here if you see, so now we will see some flex box properties here, how we will be applying these flex box property in the Bootstrap. So for this thing, one second. Okay. So for this thing, as Bootstrap uses some flex box, okay. So what we can do, we can align items in vertical and horizontal in both the directions. How will you doing it? So let me have a structure first. So the structure will have dot container fluid is a parent class, and in the dot container fluid will have a div with the class row. So these are the rules which we need to follow. Okay, and these are the two sets. These are the two primary sets. Now after this thing, let me have the content here. So let me copy the four things here. Okay, so we have div with class col and 1 second. Now this is a parent. Okay, fine. So the structure is set now. Now what I will do here, I will have I will have some more classes here. So we have bg dash warning, bg dash warning, and we'll have the ali dm items strt align item start, and also we'll have style. In this style, we'll use the minimum height to 400px. Okay. So let us check once again. So we have a div with the class container fluid, and inside this div we have a div with the class row, bg warning, a line item start, and we have the style which have the minimum height to 400px. And after that we have the divs which have all these things here. Now after this thing, let us check out the other thing here. Okay, so we have the structure which contains the items like that. Now after this thing, here the yellow color area, this yellow color area, what is it? It is the area which is the row. Okay, which is the row. Rest small which contains the 4 4 4 and 4 are the divs. This yellow area is the main row. Now if we didn't take align item start, okay, if we didn't take align item start, then row height will be equal to the column or the div height. So if, let me check, if I didn't take this. Now, yes, the row height will be equal to the column height. So let me paste it, Control V, Control S. Okay, so that is the structure what we are looking for. Now, if we don't want the items or these all the items to align from the start, and we want to shift to the end, we can use with the help of align item property. We have the align item, and so you can see the items will shift towards the end. Now, after this thing, if we want these items to be in the center, so we can have the align item center. This is the structure what we can say. And also now using the align self property. Okay, so we are using a flex box. So we are using a flex box. So let us check out the align self property. This align self property will get applied to the items. Okay, so that is how this thing will work. And 1 second. Okay, so this things will get applied to the align cell property will get applied to the item. So let us check how this thing will work. So what we will be doing is, okay, so now let us apply the align self property. So here, what we do here, we have the we need to remove this. Fine. We apply the align self, okay, to the second one. So we apply align self to and. So you can see this is aligned properly. So it is towards the end. So you can have the code as dot container fluid is a parent class, and inside this we have the class as row BG warning, and we have the style as minimum height to 400 px. Right now, in this property, we have applied the align self to the second number item. Let me apply here also to the ALIGN align self. Enter. Hmm, why is not getting? Okay. P secondary. Fine. So we have align self end. Align self and uh, 1 second. Okay, so let us see how we will be applying the align self and property. So for this, 1 second. So 1 minute. So we have the align self and align self. 1 second. Let me check this to align self start. So why it's not happening? We have 1 second. Div with parent class here. Row BG warning. Style will be the minimum height 400 px. Okay. And in this we have the class. Okay. Okay. So let us check the movement horizontally. How we apply the movement horizontally. So for this thing, we use a justify content. Okay. And we'll remove some items here because these items are so much. So let me remove 2 items here. And I apply the justify property. Okay, so here yellow portion is the row and the rest two are the vertical columns. So here yellow portion are the row, yellow portion row and rest two are the vertical columns. Now let me check. So before going this, let me remove the align items. Start. Okay, and here let us apply this thing. So how we will apply this? So we apply simply in the row, we apply the justify 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 content justify content and now see how it works. So 1 second. So we have to justify content and okay now we have only call bg light 4 and we have only call PG secondary 4, 5. So this is how it is applicable. Now, so what we can do now, we can use this, we can use the properties of around, between, and evenly also. Let us check out. We have the content, justify content center around. So that is how it works like this. So after this thing, let us see the next thing here, which is the reordering property. Reordering again is a property of flexbox where we can change the order. We can change the order of the flex. We can change the order of the items inside the flex. So let us apply this. Let us use this in the Bootstrap also. So let's plan this in a way where okay. So let us apply in a different pattern. So for this thing, we'll have one second. What I do here, we have a container fluid is a parent class, and inside this we will be having dot row, and in this dot row we will use the background bg dash primary, and the content. Okay, so let me, after this we'll have minimum. Okay, so we have the style where we apply the minimum height to 200 px. Okay, so let me change this to 300 px. 20 px will be fine. After this thing, in the content, let me have one second. In the content, let me have dot col four columns, and in this dot call 4 will have the content as div 1. And let us apply some more styles here. So we apply bg dash primary, and the text will use as white. Let us see how it shows. Okay. Now, so BG secondary, text black, div 2, and we have BG secondary warning, BG warning, and we'll use text as white, and the div will be 3. So that is the structure what we are looking for. Let us see how it works. Now, let's find a way where the large, extra large, and extra large strings in this pattern are mentioned below. So for this thing, what I will be doing here, so we'll have for this thing. So I will be doing what I do here. So for this, one second. Control Shift P. Okay. Now this is the proper structure. Now here, what I do here, div class call for, and here I will use the order, ORDE, or order for large screen will be the second one, and similarly for medium screen it will be in the first. For order for extra large screen, it will be in the second part. So it needs to be in the third one. So that is the structure what we have created. Now, let us see the output, how it works like. Okay, so here, or let me do this for the large screen first, then we'll do the changes for different kind of screen. So here for the last screen, this div one will be in the div 3. So let us check out div 1. So div 1 will be in div 3. So div 1 will be in the div 3. Yes, div 1 is in div 3. Now, div 2 will be in the first part. Div 2 will be in the first part. Yes. Now, after that, div 3 will be in the second one. So div 3 means a gray oak. See. So div 3 means the yellow one will be in the second one. Yes, it is in the second one. So that is how it works like that. Now after this thing, okay, so let me share you the attendance first. Second. So the day 3 attendance has been shared, which is there in the live YouTube chat for your reference. I request you all to please fill attendance right here, right now. I will take a break of 1 minute for you people to fill it. Okay. So let me show and please fill it. Mm. So once you filled it, please confirm so that I will start the session. Okay. So 1 second. 1 second. Session will be for another 15-20 minutes, I guess. So 1 second. Okay. So where are we? Okay. So we are into the ordering property. So in this ordering property, we have changed the order for the large screen. Now, if we want to change the order for the screen for medium, so we need to have the order dash md dash. The medium screen, I want this to be a first one to be in the second, and in here order dash md dash, this one to be in the third, order dash order dash md dash first. Now for the medium screen, let us see how it works. So one second. So see the transition. So this is the transition point where, so the div 3 has to be in the position 1. Yes. Div 2 has to be in the position 3. Div 2 is in position 3. Yes. And div 1 has to be in the position 2. So div 1 is in the position 2. Yes. So that is working perfectly. And that is how you can do the ordering property. Ordering property where you can have the alignment based upon the size of the screen. Now, one more thing I can have this for you. Okay, so if we didn't, if we, oh, okay, so if one more thing, if we don't give any order to any div, the rule, let us see how it works. So if I did not give any, okay, so let me remove the order. Okay, see now. So see now how it works. So for in the div 3, there is no order. So for the small screen, medium screen, div 3 will be in the end, and div 3 here comes in the start. So that is how you can correlate where. So I can say, so okay, so now let us see the next thing, which is called as the offsetting columns. Offsetting means, how can I tell you offsetting? So offsetting means giving the space from the left side. Okay, so here if you see these columns, if you want to give the space from here to for the left, this is the left, this is the left, and this is the left. So if you want to give the space, you can use the offset. So let me have the setup here. So for this thing, so for the setup, we'll have dot. So dot pentaglass fluid, I will be using a single two rows. And here, what we do, we have a div class row, bg primary, and the style we have the minimum height. Let me change to, okay, fine. Okay, so this is not here. No, this is perfect. And now we have the div with the class called 4, and we will not use the order property. So sorry. So call for VG primary text what they want. Okay, so that is the structure what we will be following for the offsetting. Fine. So, 1 second. Okay. Now, so after applying the offset means the space from the left. See the result how it will work. So what we did, we want the offset here. Offset 1, and I give the offset 1. So if you see here from the left side, okay. So if I use the offset of, uh, 1 second, offset of 3, and BG primary deal with the container class fluid. The row as I can use Henry. You can now see that here this is the space, and here let me use this as okay. So this is a space. We have given offset of 1. So one part has been allotted to the div. Okay, 1, and 3 times of the space has been given from the left side to the div 2. So that is how you can see that how this offsetting will work. So offsetting means adding the space from the left side. So we have added the 3 times of the space on the div 2 from the left side. Here this is the space. Let me change this to info. Okay. Fine. So this is the space 1 times and 3 times. So that is how this thing will work. Now we can also apply the same on screen sizes. Also, let us apply on this the large scale. So here what we do, let me have a offset of LG dash 1 and offset of MD dash. Okay. So now let us change the structure. Let me change the screen size. For the last screen, 1 part has been given here. And for the medium screen, it will be use a 3 part. So that is how it works. So that is how this thing will apply here. Now, here comes to an end of the grid system. So here we have completed the grid system. The grid system is a very vast topic. Now, today we will end the session here only, and from tomorrow we will continue from the next topic, which is called as the classes and components. Okay. So thank you. Thanks for your patience. See you tomorrow, and I hope you all have filled attendance.